All right, it's Heart Awareness Month.
Yes.
Time to become a little more alert
aware
to the signs.
of our hearts.
Right, aware of our hearts. We're always aware of our hearts, right?
We are. I'm aware of your
That's why I showed up. Anyway, we want to be more alert to the signs of heart distress, too, and learn how to save lives. And here this morning is a hands-only CPR approach that everyone needs to know. Top cardiologist from New York Presbyterian Hospital, Dr. Jennifer Haythe is here.
Welcome, Dr. Jen. Thank you for joining us. You know, of course, it is so smart to have a hands-only approach now because of COVID, and people are more aware than ever of not maybe wanting to put their mouths on a complete stranger, and yet also not wanting to leave them in distress.
Alone, yeah.
So, what should we typically do? Like, what are the signs a person is in cardiac arrest or distress?
So a cardiac arrest actually refers to unexpected loss of consciousness, heart function, and breathing. So if you suspect someone's having a cardiac arrest, you'll probably see someone collapse or someone's on the ground and they don't appear like they're breathing. This is called an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. And the survival is actually quite low. Only about 12% of people will survive an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest.
Are the signs different for men and women?
So for heart disease, men and women, chest pain will be the #1 sign you're having a heart attack. But for women, they sometimes have some atypical symptoms. They can feel nausea, indigestion, sometimes back pain, arm pain, jaw pain. So keep out an eye for those kinds of symptoms in women.
Those can also be signs of just being stressed out by everything in your life.
Correct.
Also.
That is
Which
correct.
is what makes it very
Hard to predict.
That's right.
Okay, so how can we recognize if somebody else might be having a heart attack?
So it may be really obvious. You might see someone clutch their chest, say, like, I can't breathe, I'm having chest pain, and fall to the ground. Or it may be more subtle. If someone you love, an older person, but not always, can complain, I'm more short of breath. When I walk down the street, I'm not doing what I used to do. You might notice that they're steering away from activities that they were doing before.
Yeah, that's the more difficult to actually decipher,
Correct.
right? Whether or not they're in a real emergency. And through the years, you always hear about baby aspirin. Do you do the baby aspirin? Do you run for the baby aspirin, or do you make the call first?
Baby aspirin is very good for heart attack,
Yeah.
but I tell everybody you should first call 911 if anybody is suspected of having a heart attack or something in your home or anywhere. I don't want you running around looking for aspirin in your bathroom, okay?
Yeah.
So call 911, and if they are down, start CPR. Don't worry about aspirin.
Got it.
Right, got it. Okay, so we have to learn this technique, but we're going to take a commercial break.
Okay.
So when we come back, Dr. Jen is going to teach us everything we need to know about hands-free CPR.
We're back with cardiologist Dr. Jennifer Haythe, and we're going to learn here this morning the technique of hands-only CPR, which I think is brilliant for everybody to know, especially, you know, in this moment.
Yeah.
So how urgent is CPR for survival?
Majorly urgent. With every minute that goes by, 10% less chance of survival.
Wow.
So 5 minutes, 50% chance gone. So you want to start.
Don't panic, right?
Do
Like,
not
do
panic.
not panic.
Do not panic.
Is mouth-to-mouth no longer necessary?
We still prefer mouth-to-mouth in certain instances. Drowning, some children, emergencies, but in general, even if you only know hands-only CPR, you should start that. It's the best way to resuscitate someone because you're basically keeping blood flowing that has oxygen in it to the brain and the rest of the body.
Yeah.
So, okay, so our patient goes down. Somebody call 911.
Right.
First step is always to call 911.
Call 911.
If you
Skip the
see
baby
someone,
aspirin.
Yeah, if you see someone with you, say, please call 911 for me. If you're
David,
alone.
Use
Use
all
two
of your
phones.
phones
Two phones.
and call 911. So we get down.
But if you're alone, speakerphone.
Right.
Speakerphone,
Oh,
got it.
speakerphone.
Yeah,
Okay.
smart idea.
Check. Are they awake? Are they alert?
Are you awake?
Are you alert?
I would be like, check on them.
Okay.
Can you hear me, madam?
It seems like no.
No.
Okay.
One hand in the middle.
Okay.
Other hand on top.
Okay.
Interlace
Oh,
the
yeah,
two.
it is.
Interlace.
It's very tight.
Interlace the two.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to push down at least 2 centimeters deep.
Okay.
So because you're going to want to crack ribs when
Okay.
you're doing this in real life.
Okay.
Down. You'll hear a click. You see that?
Yeah.
Now you're going to want to do it at a rate of 100 to 120 a minute. So speed it up.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to want to do it to a song. Think of some songs that we could use. So
What's
Staying
that song
Alive.
that we always use here?
Well, we have.
Staying alive.
Yeah. I will survive.
Yep.
And how many a minute are we trying to...
Exactly. 100 to 120 a minute. Keep going.
This seems like a slightly inappropriate song for the moment. Or appropriate.
And don't panic. Just think to yourself, I'm saving someone's life possibly. And 911 will come relieve you.
Yeah.
But don't stop. Unless you have someone else
Of
that
course, this
knows.
is New York City,
Yeah.
so Lord knows how long that will take.
Just so you guys know, there's a Spotify playlist with songs you can use to do hands-only CPR.
Is that true?
Yes, and there's Staying Alive, Baby Shark, I Will Survive. Take your pick, whatever song you like the most, put it in your head and keep going. Deeper, Kelly, deeper, deeper.
I'm in there deep, I swear. I'm in deep. Can I switch bottom hands?
Yes, you can do any hand you want.
Okay.
Doesn't your bottom hand hurt?
No.
No. I want to thank you for being here today.
that's
for
amazing.
Actually great. For these tips and more, you can visit our website. Thank you so
No
much for
problem.
being here, Dr. Jennifer Haythe, everybody, with hands-free CPR. It is essential.